proso amasamufo asone so ebi ne ebekin kan ede amamu yenhwe de bedi akotene bi Party ofosu ebo amaniyesem afi 2024 abatu achi enipa wofa won madwuma emu bi beye ahenum aduanan ba kodie committee anu yi a wode abane se won madwuma no won pam won free Ora Justin Kodua Obrempong ayetretrefo panima MPP amanyoko no amani awobo ene se Ghana fo bo fu papa fi se ebremu ahokyere ewu ena manso tonto kromu ahemfo esi won mu hia chawpa ya emudopa e de free ensemtrefo ko free se won mo bo amane bi de afa kronum se galamsa amena ebuaku enipa ya enye no krenti a chawpa emra Omaya de share de mabobo soyi ene afoforo binuma eka ho ena anwumre yi ye bekenkan ede asomo say no nsia kase prime time ya sound them live e wo Facebook ene YouTube ni nyina ya Fache TV wo join ya no like ya share no obi ahwebi ensem yi ya ye bekenkan nyina ya boaboa no ede akogu www.facheonline.com ubetimi akoho no akokenkan bi Enumere mo asomfo eyeme AFIA trum wa Kaakyire mene
Obrempong akwasi jaboa
Yesha ensem no ase ede afri abemo Na afi 2024 abato echi ebrana na dodankwa ekufu adu befra bemu no MPP aban no paw enipa ahodo bi ma wono mo adwuma na ebra NDC amanyokuo no eba aban mu no wo sha sese wo ye nhwehwemu ede afa saa enipa wo fa wono mo adwuma no ho sempanimfo ye nhwehweye ya edana kwa mu pepepe ansa na wo fa wono ma na ase Esanse woto aba etia won munti e na wo pentema kono osesa won mo agumu yu enu nti ehun kokohia ye se wo bepa committee se won munye nhwehwemu emfa appointment ahodo a MPP aban eye ne ho meka sai enipa makomako ahanum aduanan ba ko 541 e na won makodi nsense mafi se won ye nhwehwemu ne de mama ne aba ya won mo e kire se esese sa enipa ne nyina no wapam wonom na wonfa womo adwuma ne biem ene ewo government accountability series ase no oswafo a wono na hwe aban kutahudie so na woto nkrafri aban mu Felix Kaakyire ofosu ene kasa ye wo kyerɛkyerɛ findings ya committee no eyeye wonom anu yie ni amaneba wode abrempanifo eka si sudua se ne wonom ade aba ne nyina no wafa kwan paso trodo ena watu anamono na amanyosem bia enim
Committee's work spanned 21st March 2025 to 30th April 2025. It received 43 reports from institutions and individual petitioners. Of the 43 institutions, 36 appeared before the committee. At the end of its work, the committee made the following findings. 1. Of the 36 institutions that appeared before it, 28 had commenced the recruitment processes before the 7th December elections. 2. A total of 13 institutions revoked appointments made in a response to the 7th of December 2024 revocation directive. 17 institutions did not revoke their appointments but sought guidance from the office of the president. 16 of the cases reported by the institutions were mainly payroll related. In total, there were 2,080 recruitments, appointments, and promotions that were reported by institutions when they appeared before the committee. Now, out of the 2,080 recruitments, appointments, and promotions, 879 were revoked by the institutions themselves, while 1,201 appointments were left unrevoked. After the hearings, the committee recommended that 1,539 of the recruitments, appointments, and promotions be upheld because they complied with the prescribed recruitment and promotion procedures and received appointment letters before 7 December 2024. And this also implies that they achieved a pass mark of above 80%. The committee recommended, however, that the recruitments, appointments, and promotions of 541 persons be revoked because the recruitment processes ended after 7 December 2024 and failed to meet the pass mark. In other words, they also did not comply with the processes and guidelines slated or designed to govern that process. Also, the number of recruitments, appointments, and promotions recommended for revocation by the committee was lower than the number that the institutions themselves revoked in the wake of the Chief of Staff's directive. As I indicated, the number was 879 in all. That's the number of recruitments, promotions, and appointments that were revoked. Now, this differential is because the committee paid special attention to vulnerable groups, including persons with disabilities, particularly within the Ghana Education Service. There were some of our compatriots who suffered some disability, but we found that their recruitments should be revoked because it did not comply with the laid down process. But because of their peculiar situation and the hardship that could be imposed upon them if we were to enforce this directive, they were given some clemency, and therefore they have been allowed to regularize.
Na said ye aben echre no ebra won mo ba ye no hu se appointment ahodo akoso won ya wo promote wo mo ani ade no wo kasi sudua senka betimi a won mo ene abandada no etna se na won ma ye review e dia fasa appointment ni nyina ho na so said ye wo mo bo asam no akosi ye nyina no asam no amaka eno ene ka Chief of Staff Yera Julius Debra eme nam so wote sa ba sum kuonu a Nana oye bampo ado awoye Deputy Chief of Staff eda won mo anom se wonye enhwehwemu emfanfa appointment ahodo any promotions a won mo ye no ho na wonfa wonu dinsem emeto empanimfo anim na woyiyi enyumaifo bi efri aban atenaye ahodo emu eka nana oye bampo ado ho ebinum efri Public Service Commission, Organized Labor and Office of the President and won mo nyina kabo mu a wawie won hwehwemu ede won mo anu ye abeto empanimfo anim na Felix Kaakyire fosu ekire won mo nyina so ya enunti won mo ekire se appointment mako ahanum aduanan baako 541 wonyi ni nyina mfiri ho.
We are compliance at 80%. In other words, if people met 80% of the criteria and the processes that are required to be undertaken, they could be considered to have been lawfully engaged or employed. The committee also requested relevant documentation and interviewed appropriate officers in the organizations concerned. The documents and information requested by the committee included: 1. Evidence of declaration of vacancy; 2. A copy of the appropriate advertisement, approved scheme of service; 4. Copy of technical clearance; 5. Copy of the appointment letter; 8. The committee's work. It received 43 reports from institutions and individual petitioners. 36 at Ghana India Kofi Annan Center of Excellence in ICT, the Ghana Post Company Limited, Ghana Revenue Authority, Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, the Ghana Shippers Authority, the National Health Insurance Authority, Office of the Ghana Shippers Authority, the National Health Insurance Authority, Office of the Head of Local Service, Local Government, the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, Head of Local Service, Local Government, the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice, the Petroleum Commission, the Public Procurement Authority, the National Communications Authority, National Pensions Regulatory Authority, the Tema Oil Refinery, Ministry of Health, Ghana National Gas Company, Volta River Authority, Bui Power Authority, the Ghana TVET Service, the Ghana Investments Promotion Center, the Electoral Commission, the Gaming Commission of Ghana, Maritime Authority, the PLC Tema Shipyard Limited, the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority, the Metro Mass Transit Limited, SD Dombo University of Business and Integrated Transit Limited, SD Dombo University of Business and Integrated Development Studies, as it was known then, the Minerals Income Investment Fund, the Social Security petitions about the revocation of the appointments to the following organizations: the Forestry Plantation Development Fund, the National Investment Bank, the National Development Planning Commission, the Ghana Exim Bank, the Ghana Commercial Bank or GCB Bank, the Volta Lake Transport Company Limited, the Ghana Investment Fund for Electronic Communications, and a collection of petitions from
Yefa wontua kasia ne so dia na ne ejebo eja enya abeduru ebra abato komisa wonum eye nhyehyeye se yenko to aba wo ayawa so east na yemfanyi obi a wono ebekwa kogina wonum anamu ewo mrahye bedwafie no ene na eda no esonye na ne empanifo e de abato no ehyehyɛ so bibia atumi akoso kama eho ena opanimpa wonum ato aba na wie anunti opanimpa ya okogina eni pp abato no anamu ewo ho ekohye abato no subie honorable Henry Kwabena Kokofu wano ena akane na oyem rase bedwani adima omanfo ya wonum bantema abato empesua so ena wodi one ensentrofo wodi nkomo na yebusa na okire sehwe abato we pa de wonum ameto enipa na makura ameto aba no na ye ne nwanwa se wonum titifia wa ama ameto aba no eno na wosan kire na adwenfa ho no se ono kura no wa sha ahunu se sa by election na ye no my Ghana mu no enka ono nko ade anka eduru ho a yenyan ma party a na okuta akonya no ni nipa edi free mu no na nka onum a ento ba enyi baako ema ne nkosia na mu danse ye be ma party ahodo nyina abeka ho bie ne ato eye sikaseye ene emreseye anonti eka ono nko ade a enka yenyan sa na nka yemfama party kro no na wonum a enyi obi a wobekwa akogina wonum anamu owie yekura ena yebusa no se hwe munim se NPP enche yekwa akoto aba na yayi akanifo ahodo a wonum beboa pa ama party no etimi akonanim anoti eduru honom a honorable Kwabena Kokofu wase ono so wobehwe se eduru ho a wobetu sa anamo ne bi na yede eno ebebra ba de woka edefa abato no ho no sei ena o kire ne nsem.
You see the police presence, that is quite encouraging. The only sad note is the low turnout, but we do know that is the character of by-elections, particularly when they fall in working days like today, which is Tuesday. So we entreat all those who haven't voted yet, particularly the New Patriotic Party. Our leader, our flag bearer, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, is asking all of us to join him and vote for our candidate. This is the beginning of the process of rebuilding the party. So we will make sure that apathiness and all other things that negatively affect us during the polls will be dealt with. So my brothers and sisters, this constituency, do yourself the honor, do Mother Ghana, do New Patriotic Party there, and come down to vote.
I earlier want to engage Mr. John Godu, and he's been speaking about how there's resources on by-elections and seemingly knowing where the end result will be. And he's of the view that it's high time we reconsider by-elections. What's your position on that?
Well, I've said this long ago when I was in Parliament 2013. I had suggested that by-elections should be limited to the party that holds that particular seat. So they themselves will do their delegate conference or whatever and pick someone to replace their outgoing. So I share the same view with them. It is absolutely a waste of resources, undue heightening of tensions, when we all know that this is the way to go. So yes, and don't forget, John BJB has been in the system for quite a long time, having said that the General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party.
Eno eye honorable Kwabena Henry Kokofu wono ana akane no ye mrase bedwani edema wo manfo ya wonum ewo bantema abato mpasua so na ne nsemu ne nyina ene se yenhwe nanka sa ekabo ene emra hodo ayesei ede ye ba election no kayanyai ema party a wono ena ne nipa efirimu nanka wono ene kuta akonya no sabe ya wonum ankasa ebeyi nipa baako ama na gina mu na meka wo se ukopie mu awo ayawaso east a abato no atimi aba na wieye a de ekoso eye counting wonum esorte no wo kante saa wo hwe se wo betimi akeka ama no nyina ede abom ye centroni ewo ayawaso east yene no ebetwetwe nkomo ebre ne so a yene no ebetwetwe nkomo obeba homa ne so na yene no atwetwe nkomo na de ekosi ye bia no waboye amane ne nkyeremu ede afiri ho na yagusua ewo honorable Henry Kwabena kokofu ensemu ano se NPP amanyoko no enchekura wonum beko abato so akoyi mpanimfo a wonum ebedi party nanimu na aboa ma hyehyɛ yatimi akoso ama party na gina brane said de beya wonum ekokon a wobetumi edi nkonim ano ti wo fa akonya we so se wo hia nsentrofo de a wo de to nsentrofo anim se enchekura wono Henry Kwabena kokofu NPP General Secretary no wono ebe contest pa ama yato ne so aba said ye beya wono so betumi abaji tumi no wogidie say wokwa NPP for so ebeto ede amano
from the new patriotic party, and we are in the process of rebuilding and restructuring the party, and we going through the election process to elect our party. We've done the first round, which has been very successful. Elected Dr. What is left is our officers at the polling stations, at the electoral area, the constituencies, regions, national. I'm vying for General Secretary at the national level. Inshallah. Yes. And there is every hope and indication that I will be the next General Secretary to complete the task of rebuilding the party and ensuring that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia becomes the next president of the country. Inshallah. New Patriotic Party recaptures the lost seat and go ahead to win majority in parliament.
2028 is just at the corner, and you are hoping to become the General Secretary. What specific things are you going to put in place to retain or to snatch power from the NDC in 2028? Because NDC, currently, a lot of people are saying they are doing quite well, and if they should continue in this footing, it will be difficult, extremely difficult for any party to come into power. What are you going to do differently?
If I may recall, J. Kufuor, His Excellency, in his first and second term, did so well for Ghana. Everybody was clapping for him. But when he went to polls, Ghanaians decided otherwise. So let me assure everybody, what others are talking about, the government doing so well, may not necessarily be so. When the reality is done on all of us, we see the deceit behind all those facade claims and the achievements that they think we've chopped. Having said all these things, the power belongs to Ghanaians. Ghanaians have the authority to elect the party to office, and we are preparing ourselves fully to be the alternative government. People have now realized what really there is inside Dr. Babu's mind, that Ghanaians want to give him the opportunity and the chance to display what he can do and what he can offer the nation. So based on this, I'm the General Secretary, we're going to embark on unity, cohesiveness for the party. We're going to embark on discipline, make sure the rank and file all are aligned. 3, we're going to make sure we are all determined to work so hard, go to Ghanaians, tell them us.
Yada so ewo ayawaso east by elections ya ene akoso wo mato aba na wie nu oguso a walking kan e de ahwe nipa obedi nkunim na baba ali ene nipa wo gina modema the new patriotic party NPP amanyokuo no one samtrafo twetwe nkomo kakra wa bra wo bo apro ehwe se de abato ne koso anopa ni awie ena wo kasa e de afa global info analytics for po a wo mo ye na wo pa mu kan se abato no bebe wie na baba jama edi nkunim wodo ha munchemu adioso num ene bedi nkunim wo ne aka ni nyina so afei post ahodo a eba ye ni nyina ho no se wono huhu bia anya ni hum sa post ya won ma ye eno enye ne omanfo ye wo ayawaso east no egenem na ya no omotaa ka se agro ne fom wogidi se wosi fom no omanfo twetwe nkomo na ne wo hu sa de abato no ekono a One mon kenkan wie na wo mo bɔ no na wono Baba Ali wode nkunimdie no aba ade ama MPP amanyoko no.
Before they come out to cast their votes, we realize that from 11 a.m. it's picking up far better than 7 to 10. So we are monitoring the event to see. Probably from 2 p.m. maybe the situation will change again.
When you were touring the various places, talking to your people, what really did you get from them? And looking at what is going on, is it giving you that confidence that indeed it is your turn to really lead this constituency?
Yeah, very confident about that. Let's wait till 5 p.m. Let's see to change hands. Let's see to change hands. Inshallah.
So the youth watching you currently on TV that are yet to exercise their franchise, what are you telling them?
They should vote for me.
They should come out and vote. They should join the winning team.
It's obvious we are going to win the election, inshallah. They should vote for me and increase the numbers. That's all.
God bless you.
The poll by Global Analytics puts the NDC on top.
Number 3.
Are you still confident? From 1992, no one is contesting.
You still believe it. Not long ago, you conducted a poll in Ayawasu here.
Yeah.
And what happened? This is Ayawasu. Yeah, the data doesn't work in that manner. What is happening currently on the ground proves that his data is clearly wrong. So you let's wait and see.
Inshallah. They believe it is your
I
turn.
believe.
That is your turn.
Inshallah. Allah, Papa.
Yeah.
You believe?
You don't believe.
Wei Baba Ali a wojina muma MPP amanyoko no sade ne wode anigye kasa se bibia nkwa wiye nne na wode nkunim ewo mu. Ya bobo ya hu ya na ya studio de kase ya beso no. Owura Rashid Tanko computer ya wono so na hye abato so edema NDC amanyoko no nsemtrefo to twen komo. Nasma wo kan ye ene sa aba na fe ni wo mahwe agu ahya ase a won mo nsamudie. Nanso wo mo ogidie ni arehemu sesetie bia won mo belidi. Anya she emanu baya empem nson de wonmo ede ebepem akwanim ewo nipa ahodo a wo aka na wogina ba election nyina so ene
about 72 as of now 77 polling stations out of the 130, and we are leading very huge margin, very huge margin in the region of 7,000. They are 2,000, so huge margin. The difference is, I mean, we told them we are going to beat them. I mean, this is a constituency we have worked hard. Seriously, I can assure you, victory is ours. I mean, it's just the margin we are looking at, not a matter of it. It's because of the Ramadan. Ideally, this election should have been postponed because the whole community is a Muslim-dominated community. And they are fasting and we are subjecting them to this. Because it's constitutional, you can't defer. You have to go by it. So that's why we are having this problem now. Of course, we continue the good works. The good work we have given them is what has in order to their benefit. We continue to do the good works. His Excellency Tondraman is on top of issues. He's performing fantastic. So we are good to go.
Yentwaso na yemfa kase no enso mode a yegusu a ewo abato no mu ensensemu na no na NPP amanyoko no wonum kyerɛkyerɛfo panyin Justin Frimpong Kodua wono so akopiemu ewo ayawaso na ho na ensonkyerɛfo bopini no se Justin yate se mampanyini kyerɛ se economy se de ejina ne naso pa na ebo adwuma no ansem ban na wo beka e de fa wo no kyerɛ se hwɛ mampanyini de wonunu ne ho na wo sere economy enkoye kura ewo my Ghana mu enkoye ema Ghana fo kura emfili wo yimbotom yentimi nto ade ewo my Ghana mu enkankane kanea eka yetuotua wo my Ghana mu kura de eye buyekom eno nti mampani nsem a wo kan nyina sabi enokura bi anim na obampani na nkasa wo twefo ne bopa wontimi manage economy ni ye abra Justin Frimpong Kodua ekasa no sebi na wo kan nsem.
For you to say there are a lot of cheers. If a cocoa farmer hear what you are saying, the person will be very angry with you. There are no cheers anywhere. People are angry with how this government is managing our economy. But we are not surprised. We in the NPP, we've said it. We said it over and over. That the NDC that renewed in 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, the same NDC. The value is the same. Now people are even struggling to pay their electricity. I don't know whether you're able to pay your electricity, whether your electricity bill has gone down or your water bill has gone down. People are very angry. This is not what the NDC promised us. They came on the backdrop that they are going to reduce electricity bill for us. They came on the backdrop that they're going to pass a bill to deal with LGBT. They're going to fight galamsey. Today, what has become of all those political mantra and the promises that they made? What is the 24-hour economy? So I'll be very surprised when you want to think that things are going on well. So have we checked the price of fuel today?
Fuel prices are down. The dollar rate is down. These are some of the things.
So what's the value of the dollar being down, inflation being down, when I cannot pay my electricity bill, when I don't have a job? What will be the value? What will be the value when they are degrading our forests, all because of mining? What will be the value when the cocoa farmer is suffering? So people are tired of those semantics. The reality on the ground is that people are suffering. President Mahama, if you have not heard it, people are suffering. And Ghanaians are getting tired of the NDC. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ye kopie atebubu amanten ya ewo bono epoye mantam no emu. Na sesie ya meka sai wo manfo ya etete atebubu ni amanten de won mari atadwa tede. Frisa won bambo mu nsam titiriw ewo ejahihye mu no eba begina pemem. Empanimfo abo homoden amafa service substations mienu. Wanomo ebie apahontoma ewo atebubu ni amanten dwam ya ebeboa ama eja bambo ene ehu dwumadie etimi akoso wano. MC yo atebubu amanten eye onmonyamfo Masud Nyaba. Wano na di mpanimfo animu ya ene wanomo etu anamo a etiseye. Na wokyerese wei ebeboa ama adwumayefo ya wode wanomo akogu atebubu amanten edwom no. Wanomo ayere won ho aboban pa ye sede beya ejahihye bi ema ne homne so putupuru so a wanomo ebetumi ahwe ne wadum no na nkofa ohaw ne atorenchem bia ema ebra ene wanomo edi sa adwuma no empanimfo pi ene de omanimonyam ekotai ekire Bono East Regional Fire Commander ACFO1 Reverend Naomi Ofori Adubia Sapon Wokobi Bema Osei Poku aye kontihine ewo Amanten Traditional Council wonoso nanimonyam ekotai ekire na onmonyam fo Masud ekire mu a enye atebubu ni Amanten ko a ena sub fire stations mienu ebesom wonom na emom enkroto a etwa ho nyina ehia na etimi aboa ama won bambo ewo jahihye mu no etimi agina ne naso
Nyamiadom etimi a commission 2 fire service posts ewo atebubu ene Amanten Atebubu de no your commission staff station ewo Atebubu market the central market of Atebubu the tia eye ne sa ne se afia twema se 1 year di eja eto your market ni ema ese nyawo bebre enti ne se ye ntwan ema eja ekwohye wo ho ansa na yafa fire service for kwatena ho bi santi no ye bie substation wo hono ma ye de fire service for akwatena ho se omo enhwe ho especially market na omo nhwe emaye se na be ya omo timi atu adwadifo no fo ewo niema hye omaye a se na be ya jahihye ede de ema empo omo peke signal bi se niema bi ekoso a eja betimi atoba bia na omakọ na omaba so ana na mahwe na jana epese pejana omape ano ase the santi na yakobi sa substation na ewo Atebu market kono the next one ebe Amanten eba bia ejina yi oba Atebu Amanten a 2 major towns the Atebu wo na ewo Amanten so ebe ewo ho na Amanten esanse eno so ye gua develop economy power ebe another fire service station abahasi se omuso emehe na omonhwe se na be ya jahihye enoso ewo Amanten ene nkuru kitua etwa na ede ehia esanti na yede new substation ede aba Amanten se omomra na omonto ye nuanom efu especially piafo before ene enkwapese anamo ombetu a jahihye enye de emma nyame adom tumi ayi bia kama say your personnel na fa which me aye adwuma with 2 substation.
Reverend Naomi Ofori Edubia ya wono nso na eye opanipa bono epoye mantemu wada fire service adwumakuo no ano ebo mpanimfo abaso da won mase ewo saa atenaye mienu a won masie ewo atebubuni amanten se ebeboa ama ogyahyehe won mahwe na wode akono na wogina so ede enkyerɛkyerɛ kakra ematemamufo a etwahye aye efa fire service fo won mudwuma so titiriw ya wodi no my Ghana mu wase won ewo mrakuni ya ebo wodwumadie ho bra wotintim na afia plan radio konso 1997 at 537 so ena wogina ya wo yes education ne kakra bi de kyerɛ wo manfo na wotu won fo sɛ wo ma wo ho ban emfiri egyahyehe
fire post ehu entoma yeshemu ewani jemu sabrei esan adefefa onyame aye yadoma mayenya fire post ewo amanten na sa eden ya yehu ye adekese efefe sabrei mejina so abo nananom abaso ene assembly no abaso wo modern bopa waboma sa eden abaso mene fire service yeba abedi juma ewo aha na ye jumade titiri ne se yebo ban se eja ema na mo se eja ban so a ye odumjafo ye krado aye dum no na me pe akire ye act ye mre kuni a ye gina so ede ye ejuma at 537 of 1997. The main objective of the service is to prevent and manage undesired fires. Enti ye ban se eja emakra ne ban so a ye dum no say na ye bo eja ne ho ban ebi se ye si eden ya ene ye ma personnel abeye adwuma wo na obe nanti afie mu market places any enfuo mu community yaboabo oma no na ya kyerɛ omo ogyahye ho nsɛm sɛ ebeye obi abeda ne ho so na wahwɛ yie na eja enhyebra nana sabre na ya ye dwumadie a esonke mestre sɛ broni say fire safety is a shared responsibility. Eno kyerɛ sɛ ye menu mienu na ye betimi aka ye ho abom asi ya dwen gina ye sɛ de be ya eja enhye na ye benya ahotoso sɛ ya boye ho ban ya eja enhye bra enu nti no fire service personnel a ewa ha no won wo ha sɛ won pani yie na wo bo ban na eja ma enu nti no mesre sɛ timamufo enfa odumjafo adwumayefo enane boxing for say wo betu won sa ana won ano egu won so esan say enche kra ena eja bi eto baby na odumjafo di American tente say wo kodum no emebu no a ewo ho eto share odumjafo esu.
Reverend Naomi Ofori Edubia Sapon ene penipa wada omaidum judgment ko natna ye wobuna poye mantamano na wote se wo kasa no wogina so etu omanfo etwachi a ho efo na enu achi amante kontihine na napoku so ekasa ya wode abasobo ema MCE ene ne mpanimfo ewa adwuma etise ya wono aye na watu omanfo fo setiti won ya titi edwa so no wono mo nya hweye na wo mo won ho ban se de beya wono mo anamontuo ene woni yemu no enkofa putupuru egyahyehe bia emma na no so enkoya torenchem kese emeto atebubu ene amante
momode na babia wo so ye betena wo akire ho no ye momode mpe edan be mienu miensa ye mfa ma wo na wo mogya nan enso so ye mfa nto MCA anim na saa ne mai onso moaye sane ye wura amante man hene sane mu gina ha mu nyina di adanse se wono abo modern woni nananom yetuma pagya saa dan edi asi ho no na otimi hu se ohia se ye bona baso wa ya ade pa nti wo so da mu nyina ase na ye modern na niema ehia ye ne de fire dado bin kan kire mo na mo modern se ebe ye ntientie ya numanimu ya no ne nsa beka na onso abon modern se ne mo kan egyahyehe ne niema nananom asabia mu ye won sase wo hari nyina no ye hia Kabore oba ene ye betoto se ye kɔ nwura mu a wo ma tete nsase nso nyina no ye ne wo mo nkasa ampa ya kasa ma se gyahihye na ayi nyina no abraso wa manten a mosoma boy abaso yeso ye damase bebre ye bekoso yeso so ye di saa anamontuo no akwachi amadaachi no amantiwaye na sene ye nuanom omo kan no ba bia no combustible materials a ebeso so gya na ade nyina no mommo modin se mbobo ho bai mukɔ wira mu a bibi na obeye wo soja wo ho wo befiri ho abafie no bomodin so obedum gya no ansana baye den wo bafie na sanye ma nyina no ye bogya ho eban a em se enkofa bibi boni bia emfa ma ye nyina ye ni emre me da wo nyina ase.
Yetwa kasia ne so ye kai wo se ukọ Facebook a ye stream live ewo ho wo benya bi ahye na ukọ YouTube nso a eno so eye live Fache TV na me kai wo se yensam ne nyina ye kuchire adiagu animu entintan ne so entintan fidie ne so ukọ www.facheonline.com ehon so kasia no etwagu wo honom wo benya bi na wakenkan na bibia akoso se de wo hwehwe no nti yenkoso na yenfa wontoa kase ne so yede wura manso tontokrom ehonum na empanimfo ya wonum ewo ho ebo amane se ensentrofo akodi konkonsa bi ensem bi a wonum akotro na wakoka ho asem ne titiriw ewo yenuanom Joy News so wonum akoka se bokopiemu ewo krobako ya eno ewo asutifi mansini no emu a wonum ebo amane se enipa bese edu na ahwere wonum enkwa ediama galamse amana ya ewo ho na empanifo a wonum ebo manso kire se wonum kan no masisudua se anya nokure ne enya nokure tena na nsentrofo se motin nsem a aya mumwura mu yiye ansana mako akobwa ho amane opanimpa ya wokasa ye eye nana adu jamfi ono ene ye manso tontokrom hene ono ene de ensemi atuja
Idea wo makrase me se fo ma no mdi moto be fa me se de asi to promo nyame ani mu ni me so ma nhyɛ da nkɔfo mu ntam me firi wo ba ye no na o me be fra me se se de asi wo to promo no ya nkwa asase no so nkɔhwɛ se amana na bu anase mu mpa yakɔ bibia ni ho na we ka ho a da bia ya na ye wa bonte ne ye kasa da bia ne ye kasa o mo ho ye sansantwrofo no o mo ye sa amwa ye ni o Joy News. Omuntu omoboase. Woti asem a tumirika. Krono yanya akabensem woni yanya rukasemfo. Wo ba krono bebusa sade mpanimfo ya baya na dmofo ya baya. Wo bebusa ma obehu. Se nipa du amana bu akum wo mo krom ha. Eye fa hene. Eye fa hene ne buye. Yesre. Afedi tonto krom ye din na ko kiri dodo. Omoma ye din no mrafom kakra. Sabi yanya ya mansofo de ne yanya se komkanfo ensese ne ma sawo ba pa bibia fie ho ne amfa ma no nkyere se da bia afie din to abontere na gu anim ase sa nkofo we Joy News fo na o mo de sa fake news we ama atuye so ene no se wo ma enne ne yo kina na de kye ama me pa kuro ni kyewa yenim de ba so wo ma me pa kyewo wo kuro ha efri ne ekopem ne Friday a asemo besi anya papa
asemo a ebesi enye papa ono ene nana adu jamfi na wowie ye ena ene ukopiemu ewo emantamu hono a Amansia South District no wonum nadmo coordinator opani Idrisu Bernard Isaac wono ena RESEC Regional Security Council no wonum esoma no se wonkohye se esema Joy News for wonum ka no eye no kre na wonfa amane emebo wonum na wokoye no wono so sedie ahemfo no eka no a wono so betumi asisudua aka kire yese wokoye no na enokre biada enim
have the ceiling kra no aba na eba adina nadmu ya tumrika se ba be verify AFIA se adane no kre anase nya no kre yeso ye beduru na nan ni mpanyinfo ne committee chairman ni assemblyman ye ba na entesa enya no kre da biara da de me pese obia eti anase ohunu ni se fake news medisi kura oba bia obete se de fake news se bibia ni wa asi tontokrum ya ba be nante ye ni committee fo ahemfo ne te ho no hwi ni wa asi ewo manso tuntukuru se se de me pese oman no anase so bibia no a ana nsantwerofo ana omu a omuta ayi bloggers na omuwo attack kansem no aya omuntu omubu ase enya nsem nyina nsem enya no kora bia na mo de atudwa agya ye mihihie America tu ebi ho no a na admofo omutimi de news bi ba kora na ye kwa enya no kora na de no so na
ye twaso ede amawo ewo manso enso dia kroma ya wonum ewo ho se adan na da bia mo pese mugu manso kuro no mugu wonum animu asesa na da bia mo de gadam se nsensem fore wonum eno ti wo ma joy news fo na miensa ene wonum entwensa ensem no ensan na bloggers ne nsentrofo ahodo a mo da bia manso ni titiri ne asem a aba no mo hye na mo ntwensan
da ayi internet so amanfo ka ho asem enti me sre ada sama ni me sre Ghana fo nyina sa fake news o munya
community fo
we are Santonia wadwuma sa wo be enquiring anya kra no wo tenkran se bibia si wo amanse south anasa tontokuro mu a wo wanam senior or report ma me no ka say footage ni twa a obi wonu tontokuro be sampa say tontokuro mu na sa be central for yede abai want man kan bibia sa Dennis we are 2022 ensem si wo kobro ho ba bi yetu sa enya no kre enso news ne ba no ko ba say enipa wo kasa military men wo kasa ne say e tontokuro in fact tontokrom said you baby a watching no enya sa na tie and the Dennis for platform no esopa so ma madam ho ade na say o ma me deny say you am kan first news no dia ye hu say enya no kre e wo ye platform so but o ma mo man ni nyina anti ase say enya tontokrom na emom ye de top aka say e ba dia say mara wo Ghana ye do mbe gina mara so
nsam na ka kire ye no ana ka to tontokrom man so no e ya ade a edinya e ya chiwade kra say onipa ba ko kra no be dey ebewu na wo be na mum wo chire
no dia na ka Bernard
wakum nipa na kampesa mo be ka kire say nipa du na mum mo prepare enra date wo ho a om di asem no tu dwa no e wo ho hospital kase atwa ho si agros mu ne data no ne ade no om nkonkon hwe say obi kra fitontokroma ba report say bibi atwa ne na ase ne nsa
ya de mo ko Ghana mrahye bedwafie na no bra omampani do my Ghana tebia koto dwawie ye no ebreba ya na sesa afanu no omumpanimfo bi a kire na dwene na Alexander Afenyomakin was hanging minority leader ekoka asem efa security services ekwan ya won mofa so agi nipa na se wo fa nipa adwuma ewo my Ghana mu na asam no wo kan ye no anti emrahye bedwane mpanimfo de amene make say Yera Benada Hianyo, our first deputy speaker say, Watch Alexander Afenyomakin ason e de no akopiemu e wo privileges any immunities committee ye wo mrahye de fie se won moto sanfra no no meyi nsembisa bia no fi se asam a wo kan ye no kwasem entwa yie na osofo wo no na hye amanwe so Muntaka Mohammed Mubarak so aka bibi e de afa sansemi ho e wo mrahye bedwam ye ntie bia.
On Friday, during the State of the Nation address, the minority leader got up here. Even before then, Mr. Speaker, if you recollect, you were in the chair. On Thursday, when he started this allegation, I took the opportunity on the floor to correct him and show him and even encourage him that if he wanted information, he could write and I'll furnish him with all the details. He decided to take advantage of the State of the Nation when the whole world was listening to us to say categorically that the current internal security recruitment is scandalous. There's corruption looming. People will go to prison. He said it on this floor. And I'm saying that, Mr. Speaker, based on our standing order 31, E and F, that is contemptuous. And I'm saying that let's give him an opportunity to go to privileges where you have all the ample time and opportunity to provide all his allegations so that we'll meet him there with our facts. So, Mr. Speaker, that is what I'm referring, that we are having too many.
Also, for one on Shaman, so Mohammed Muntaka Mubarak, MMM, and I would say, said, and near Brenwa, sorry, floor. Ya Wochi Alexander Fenya Markin, and him was some more Kaya said, Dano Crown and Yadapa. Yes, I said, we'll go gun and more sister, and Wachi or Sahin and so Einano.
Honorable Minister of Interior, I am not too sure you want us to pursue this matter. I repeat, because you and I know what we know. Let the referral be made. Let there be a public hearing. Let AFIA marking, who these days is seen as perhaps, according to the allegation, I'm saying something which is untruthful and all that, and because of that, it is a breach of parliamentary privilege. Mr. Speaker, you have the wisdom to exercise a discretion. I will avail myself, should you exercise that discretion, to a public hearing, and then the
Aseminti ya kwa humaso nana kwa kubu fani ya nsemchweni ya watu nkrefi Ghana mrashebeja fie breye nana majoe yo dia kwaso ewo mrashebeja mu enei no na wo ho nti boye nchiremu kakra wo mo kwa asetina nne no dia poten ene kofa wenum nyina ebaye
yama eke pomra kakra ma mi na ya kai fo na ya bontifa people bekaya nano if you are the term you man pregini the state national press no eba na speaker ma kwenya stress leaders you know omo empa omo ensam entuja muslim ma kakra tuja and say for 5 minutes now no and a minority leader fahine kwa na market or they because of can be say omo enya adansi bi a ekese abai aye dream neketa sebi a enche bi o mepa hontuma amagana fugu kiniko no bi a ekoso ewo ND7 ni titru ha ene Ministry of Interior anwa kache na a platform bi a wo hwe se recruitment no o mode faso no ne ade no network platform o mode faso na no kase nipa o provide sa services no on behalf of creating no e no o na ba tuja na face so no ahon sen service kase bi e ko mu ne for the bi e ko so no e bi o mo je no e bu Obrem o kan e wo nipa do mu no e ba kan o kan to the mark na no de anu ye bi antini ama ne ana aswacha be se bi gani a o san ye Minister for Interior or sorry Gina how say or Jahoma order the order no this sorry Kasani or the 37 no never find say speaker everybody how said the Yamra here no a church you said the opposite to our dream which speaker dream this one I was saying quote you cannot say I was saying yes you did Jumano open a chow or my own share for baby kakra our city here the pa opposite of the king. I hold the no a previous committee and after previous order now really you know a order 31 E and F. Now order 37 year 1U. I don't know really. Now 31 year content no say and now if you are done same now. Munta kacha as once I remember Masabeni a year coming for the market Alexander. Minority leader no okay. Na ofi say some no okay no. Ogu ni hufi. Assign ogu aye ministry no so hufi. Ama security agencies for near moye hufi na no. Indict you na some no no correct. Also okay say maybe okay some na mo ka say there. And that's sanity. It is open information bi aka won tro no famra. No for details ni na no e ma no. Ezu ni na no anya sa na ko ye ni say abra ye di juma kesi say ya biya se fa na nyina no media na no any chaha, or more diplomatic for the affair, then paying for working for the natural war, our and about the register with the idea to say a good parliament anymore. Some now what can we end correct into Sereno. Thank the speaker and you answer to now already contempt no eventiano. Now, one of the year, no, the PM was privileged committee and immunity. Honor man for the marching and answer minority leader or send be a year no now than the excess ampa. But will do my kuno or no and Bobuda Wafa or most of my mama, one will do my kuno, a year immigration, police for, and our first fire service for any prisons for now. That a nana or cafe. Which went no process, no platform, no bullshit, no view, one famra, then come with energy. Not gonna fool say, okay, say no more. I suddenly don't remind Mahama. What you can catch a one person's hand idea, and that's all the same. That's why will be back on your dream, Nick at a CBI or possess hard and the bank. Then you know, of Fanagana for the request. I will say, and then pass what the area. No, and I'm not leader, no anything to do how much ye. Then what I say, Obesa, and Corbin, concussion, will not more castle. Remember the concrete, no question of more castle. Yes, a assembly or why. Or that I will need man, winter can do with him. Oh, she should. Or she would him, and I miss him. And yes, and young, a candidate. The open and cannibal for the young cook. Yeah, for castle, yeah, branch. I guess I'm not so saying, could be them Candia, and only my own ready. So, or that can't be a speaker, I didn't have to say that. Or no, and a year first speaker. Or most of you know, no understand chairman. I will share that committee now, what national. Now, be a year committee, no chairman, no but national. Or no, I shall reflect case, a man of the year, or he said, the enjoy, I also know some a caca into a golden year. And I feel so minority force the issue say, well, in some of the now, or more come once a man, or we now have got here, another winner need to, and my name, or most hands are there. You may be a course to the beer, no, I need to be a boom. Yeah, I have got here, we don't need to, I would need to, no. Not be now could now so a cousin if Panaka, and that's why he did it. He don't need to, and throw a mound, and it's a idea. And the Kokumu speak a plan, won't ye? We say minority, the speaker, I will say, oh, boy, says, yeah, every year, but no good answer this what that's a man, and that more. That's not the papa. Near a daily case, black rasta, or say, and one hands at him. A medium of high, and they're in the best here. Then your hands at the back. In the end, you take a fish, you if you tell you or has a bit to you. And I feel so, or no one saw what I yet, Chama, no, or side or his occasion or a case. Now, you say, or Cassa, or who because or a committee, or committee didn't know, no, then I hear for now, when you have to speak. It was this, a committee. As a member, the fee said, a conflict of interest, now making the case, not committee to me, yeah. Who are trouble? Now, will be for Papabi to prove, because you are saying cases, and that's yeah. And she's already a word to of free say, or double somebody, some of that. Nay, or that number of by any case of making now. A person say, or say a minority leader, or double criminal after the match was saying. Young criminal, now, a previous committee, and immunity. On parliament now for most of the man. Idea of what the dream make it as any media cost of a police recruitment over the Nano and met to it. Also, when it was a news parliament, and call any idea or more and sorry for me working within time. Almost anywhere we are committee, no, and we don't point towards it. Now, we never together. I mean, by young girl who say, when you're first, you last a year, etc. This is by me, I'm also at the committee. I don't have to now affect the crowd. Of course, I don't have much to do. You the way probably to the crowd now about South Africa. But I put the camera by a 5 hours and someone I don't know.
Nane, Ebreninti, Yamfa and Kunkon ha, Namo Rashibe Fee for any dear chile. Na a chile be no boy ya manie set privileges committee no, Yaduko drew wa, a dear potin, and I am a type free muba. Ya one judgment no, a be any say enough, ya shed near many more I said action. Alexander Fenyamarke near my bonwa, dear, one more ever to me, I am on 10 pounds here, Darcy. Nana kwakubo fa ensem training ya wotonkra efri Ghana mrashe bejafie na yetene nkano yentu fa na yemfe ni enche techiman etifi abato empesua so maame Elizabeth ofosu ajare ene mrashe bejani ya owo ora Adum K Johnson wonu so ene aban krache pani ya wo hye techiman north eso empanimfo emienu aka abachiri mu ama wono mo ede suku enkonwa ya nkwada etena so makomako apem Edi akoma Techiman North Education Directorate in Pennyforce and saying one more who says school desk and one quatre pa the amount quadaya what Techiman North. And to one someone want to chase a classroom will be a benyabi. Now one matina so esia de. Would Munyam for a jare essay or two and a more inside beya. A bebwa ama and quadanum. Adisia aya nika ama one na church for some rebebre. Ewo at the chehum. A bra wojina and woman siatina ya anemu na wajisa and yemenum. Opani pa wono ena district education director Ahmed Nasir Ibrahim editor just say emwa ya minister anase emrasebe dwanino ene DC no diaba no abane bremu papa na wono ebe hwe se obechecha ma nkwada no obi anya bie na aboa ma ngomasua akoso wano
by for madam asibebre ena de eya ni jeda ade ama Techiman North Education Directorate. We say, yeah, MP. Anabo Elizabeth. Abeche en Konya. Abeche en Konya. The schools in Timanya Vidia. But about 17 or more schools. Omo district Timo, Ombenyan Konya. Obia, 1 year Bikran, and less than 50 pieces. There than a Sibebre. Where your schools now, ya school dano kama bebre ko nyanim je ko rwanda last week me ewie ya runs back bedu ba bi nan ko nyani okra bia bedu bia no omukasa fa ko nya ho je kan shiro omu so munya botere anabo ashebo so bebre ko nya ntina ni pa se odin ko nyani bia ba pasan ashebo se bi nam kwa
Suku sahodo ya wonum enya nkonwa ne bieno nipa wogina won manemu dia seda emma MP ene ne mpanimfo ene headmaster ya woda jama timponim DA school ano Oramark yawo edusi na wokyere se womani age emmoa sononko ya assembly emrahye bedwani ena afa DC ye won potemu ho ede abeye won musuku
Elizabeth Ofusu in fact challenger ewo ye school sa ye womus en kankami school jama timpono die akonwa ba kokora se efiri abane ho ni ho nti wo enroli akora no na wo kan kire parents na se akonwa ni ho oba no famra na be challenge ga aban school na akonwa nya de ni nti eno so san ye challenge a emaya ye do nti enne minim dodo a me nya de but aye ba kokora mani aso mani aso nti asida kese pa na ye de ma honorable na namu a waye de watu inim se anamu ye watu dodo no be di akiri aye de
enkonwa wonu mo checha obo amane ese schools makomako aduenu ne benya bienu obia benya 50 pieces na chese kwani mo enkwada ne benya baabi atena asua de maame Elizabeth Ofosu ejare mrahye bedwani Techiman North wono so kasaya ne wo chese na anamu a watu no eka ebo ahodo ya wo hye ne manfo ebra wokọ won mo na so na wokọ pritumi na wose we kra de eya hyase afi na kase no nam kwan so a eba na de wa hyase de abai won mo hye so obehye so eyi
Techiman North for an can say Jayo Sheba Odiso. Ye campaign no Namiko schools so and a teachers they catch me say Eradibwa Nami Winnie Abani Buna Mahama becoming one. I dear how Mupa in Kunya any table. Inti and also I may fetch any Nankasemi money come to Botomo or see me more Kwalan no Muntusia ye. Internona Mabohum Bra. The catch says Excellency John the man Mahama becoming home Quandia, who are then Beckers. Interne with 1,000 chairs and tables. Here are Mahama so Damaso Chamo. If I see a Hena addition AFO, Emma and Quale. Ebesi na obeje di set man of akula bi kwat mi di akonya fi akonya eso aba school besua de ende eba addition na nkoyi papa nti saa ade na mpesa mi hwe na mi yi ase nti 1,000 ya mi di aba ekra no 1,000 chairs 1,000 tables eno kwa en solve problem ni wi be sha ase yi pa nti ni se e kɔ nanim no mesan apebio abeka ho yewura mahama adaro man nti epebi abeka ho se be ye be du brebi no na nkonya any table asem de enha akola bi a woko school touch my love nti nkola no so mo nsa komada ro mo hwe ni yie mame se be ya ebeche nti ye bi be ka ho na edo so se ya ye bi be ka ho no na san akoyachi ba so mo hwe ni yie a ye bi be ka ho no na problem ni solve nti nse sa maintenance culture no so be ye adwuma e damas
enye 7 kids na ye chebi amo obo bi ni adwuma dam ka be na be ka se be ye bi ko nyam na se
so ye kan se Yegusua ye cheba. It is 1,000 in Macase and no cry ain't money in answer. Now, Smith.
We are Nebusia for Techiman North and your question, dear Akoso, Ewo Hama, Elizabeth of Sweat Dare, Edena Mania, to Jana, Ye Casiano. Ayawasu East by election, ya Akoso, and then one Mugusua, ya. Walking kind, Abano, one Munyanke can ye mention, Nintibesi Sabresi, and the Cassie baby, yeno. Abato komisa enwie na adwuma nto ntimi empire mu nkan se asomasi anasa obentene ena edi nkunim ewo mu ye koyi won mu wie bibia na wode amane a etwato ebeto dwa ye hyembo se ye social media platforms ahodo ni nyina so Facebook ene afofra aka X ena afa Instagram nyina no ye the results no ebeto so ama ya hwefo so ehunu ne kosi ye ewo Ayawaso East by election no emu Millennium Construction and enumere yede kase hu aseda nyina ema no Kumase Boshen na Yas Junction and a one much akwan ewo eho na ye kɔ na ye nsa asetam nyina won mo aboa yen na won mo atobia ma yen se ye half plot full plot quarter plot baby a wo penu bia Millennium Construction ebedi wanim na won ma yen sa pepepe wa asase bi na apesa wo ton a Millennium Construction wasase a wo si dream house esiso Millennium Construction sa na wo padansie hu ne ma nyina bi nso ato a Millennium Construction Panambes no good screen nesto nene on penny for twetwen komo or how no efa construction and asa dansie hu dia ensan wo mo ho enwumre mo akenkan for ya yeso mo eyeme AFIA chum wa ketri mene
Obrempong akwasi jeboa
yada mo ase ene mo bra mo age ahwe yen nyame ya adma wo chena no pa news flash ebeba mo akwa